last year we did a PBL project about puppets, and we had all of our first graders design puppets. And when it was time for us to present our puppet shows, we realized we had a problem. And our problem was we didn't really have a really good setup for our puppets. We had our great puppets, and we just kind of had these boards that we had the kids try to hide behind. And it was really hard to get 5 kids scrunched up behind there. And so I went to Miss Merriman and I said, we have a huge problem. We don't have a good place to put on a puppet show.
Design, cut, build, make, construct a puppet theater for the adorable first grade babies. Now what that theater looks like may look different from each of us, but we're
this one, I don't know, it might because it kind of is saying the weight, mass, and length of the thing.
Over here, and I just so happened to hear the conversation that he was having at his table. And if you will look at the standard that says MBT 5, he said, because it talks about multiplying, and he said we can't eliminate this standard. And will you share with them why you couldn't eliminate that standard for telling your group?
I said you couldn't eliminate the standard because you need it for adding the area or multiplying the area so we can know how big it's going to be.
I love, and I tell my classes, I love it when I hear a conversation that's not quite where it needs to be because it helps us get where we need to be. So I said, wait a minute, why don't you need decimals? And she says, well, we're just going to be figuring out how big to make the puppet show. And I said, well, what happens when one side is smaller than a whole? What do you have if something's smaller than a whole? A decimal. What if it's 2.5 feet long?
How many students are in the first grade?
We have about 25 kids in each class, and there's about 5 classes.
So around 25 times 5. 125.
Got it. Good job.
How many kids are going to be in each group?
We're probably going to have probably about 5 kids in each group.
5 kids in
Are the kids going to be sitting or standing? Is it going to be on a table so that they are standing, or is it going to be on the floor?
In the past, they were standing on the table,
So
but it really depends on what our
standing or sitting
or kneeling down, whatever
like what
they
they've
needed.
been practicing with that small.
Yeah, I think the lowest
we're
we can
working-
get it is 36
so-
inches. So that's
Can
the
you,
shortest
like-
we can get
So we can put it on a table.
What's like
So
the normal
we can make
height
it
of-
shorter so our budget can go down a little bit more.
Our length is 12, which is as low as we can get it. So how much is that?
So the total area would have to be
432, which lowers our area a whole lot. 864.
That's the total area.
Then what is this number?
That's for one side. That's times 2.
Oh, 864. Okay, so this one's like a.
That's for one side.
Yeah, okay. So that actually lowers down our budget a whole. Because this is 1,000 something.
All right, so talk to me about what you guys are working on now. What is Emma trying to do?
We're trying to make it so we're in budget.
Because right now
We're over budget
you're
by
over
a lot.
budget. So how are you changing it where you are in budget?
See, we think that our front display, well, our height on these two cannot change unless that we change one, then one other one has to go up. Because our side display cannot be lower than our actual front display.
Okay.
So these two numbers have to be the same. So we keeping 36, which is as low as we can get it, which is higher because first graders are a little taller than kindergartners. First graders maybe like up here, so when they're kneeling down, they're a lot lower. And we can only make it taller with that. 36 inches is that tall, so that's 60. A little lower than them standing up. So if they're on their knees, that should be big enough.